covered too. Ensure your window cleaning business with IMAR and receive commercial and industrial cover for 2-storey, 5-storey and no height restrictions. Plus, receive competitive monthly premiums at no additional cost. Just a simple phone call and we'll get you covered too. Call 13-IMAR now. That's 134627.
Now the trade is made. That's IMAR.
Real Adventures with Patrick Dangerfield and Aaron Hapgood. Everything fishing, boating and outdoors.
I'm just astonished how many people are still using the wrong burley cages, Pat. You need to get your cages down to the bottom for the whiting. Look at the design of a whiting's face. They're shaped so their mouth turns in underneath their jaw and they feed hard on the bottom. So where are they going to be? They're going to be on the bottom.
Patrick Dangerfield and Aaron Hapgood. Subscribe and listen today wherever you get your podcasts.
It is first v 7th this evening on Big Bash Nation. The Sixers sit at 5 wins, 2 losses from their 7 games, and the Scorchers 2 wins from their 6 games. And, of course, the no result that they copped as well earlier in the year. For Scorchers, it's almost getting to that do-or-die stage if there any chance of getting their way into that top 5 and making finals in BBL 10. Of course, nobody's won more championships than the Scorchers. They've won 3 times. The Sixers have won twice, including the first against the Scorchers and the most recent BBL title against the Stars last season. Good evening. If you're just joining us for the first time, 0433 98 11 16 is the Big Bash Nation text line. So chat to us all through the evening as we get through this game number 30, pretty much halfway in the BBL season. Liam Pickering for Western Union, another fast delivery by Western Union. Send money overseas with their app. Halfway mark. And still plenty of great cricket to come, including tonight, which should be a really good game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game, Sammy. It's great to be here. And looking at these 2 Sydney teams are cleared out in the first 2 positions. The Hurricanes have been terrific as well. They've played an extra game in 3rd spot. And then the Strikers from Adelaide, who have played the extra game as well with 17 points. So 21 points to the Sixers. They can go further ahead tonight with a win. The Scorchers are down in 7th spot, 6 games. They've only played the 6 games, so they've played 1 less than the Sixers. But they've only won 2. And they've been the last 2. So they're getting their act together slowly, but they need to get a wriggle on. They need a big win tonight.
Let's go through the teams. The Sixers have won the bat flip and have sent the Scorchers in. So their batting lineup as named on the team sheet. Jason Roy, Liam Livingston at the top of the order. And in terms of opening partnerships for this year, these 2 have put on the 6th best, which is 57. So no one's scored a ton individually this year, Pickers.
No.
And no one's put on a ton at the top of the order. So Roy and Livingston. Josh Inglis, who's having a sensational season so far. Well, when I say sensational, he's the leading run scorer for the Scorchers, but 18th in the competition. It's Josh Philippi who's really setting it alight, 2nd in the competition.
Both wicketkeeper batsmen. The bat at the top.
The Scorchers, I'll go through the team and I'll give you an interesting stat for Dulux, professional painters choose Dulux in just a moment. So the batting lineup, Roy Livingston, Josh Inglis, Colin Munro, the South African-born Kiwi, Mitch Marsh, Ashton Turner, the captain, Aaron Hardy, the all-rounder, Jai Richardson, Andrew Tye, Jason Berendorf and Farwood Ahmed. Cam Bancroft and Joel Paris are the 12th and 13th men, respectively, who can be X-factored into this game. And it just goes to show you the depth of this side, which is so surprising given how they've underperformed this year. Curtis Pattinson is the 14th man. Sam Whiteman is the 15th man.
Sam Whiteman can't get a game. Really surprising. But look at that top 6. There's probably not a spot for him.
Well, because you say that, but no one's scored less runs than the Scorchers this year. Even the Renegades have scored more runs. Yes, an extra game, so you'd expect the Scorchers to overtake them this year. But
That's saying something.
That is saying something. That is saying something.
More than them. That is saying something.
Proudly brought to you by Dulux Trade Centres. So the Sixers, their team is as follows. Josh Phillippe at the top of the order, as I say, 261 runs this year, second in the BBL competition behind Ben McDermott. Jack Edwards still opening the batting. They're persisting with Edwards. The best partnership they've put on together this year is 53. That's the seventh best in the competition this year. James Vince at 3, Daniel Hughes at 4, Jordan Silker we spoke to a little earlier on Big Bash Nation at 5, Dan Christian, what a find he's been for the Sixers, Carlos Braithwaite, the West Indian, Ben Dwarshus, Steve O'Keefe, Jackson Bird and Jake Ball into the side. Lloyd Pope and Justin Avendano are the 12th and 13th men. So Ben Menenti, who took a wicket in the last game, has been dropped from the side.
Isn't it? They've left him out. He's been really good. Maybe it's a pitch. We heard him interviewed this morning on radio station here in Melbourne, and he was talking like he was playing tonight, so maybe he was given some unfortunate news this afternoon.
So those are the two teams. On paper, what jumps out at you, Liam Pickering?
Oh, they're very even. Both teams bat strong at the top, and they've got really good quality bowling, and they've got good variety in their bowling as well, with the spin and the speed of the likes of Richardson and Ty and Hardy, the all-rounder, and obviously Berendorf. But then they've got Ahmed as well, the Scorchers. But then you look at the other bowling attack. Dorsch is a terrific bowler. Carlos Braithwaite, who bowls really well. Christian's been chipping in and getting wickets. And the slow bowling of O'Keefe. So Jackson Bird also can take some early wickets. So, they're very even teams, aren't they, really?
Yeah, they certainly are. And again, as I've said a few times with the Scorchers this year, we know that Adam Gilchrist has a vested interest in the outcome of the Scorchers. He's openly a big fan of the Scorchers.
He barracks for them.
He barracks for them, openly barracks for them. That's fine. But even Andrew Simons, who knows his caper just as well as anyone, he had them as his prediction to win it this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they brought back in Berendorf and Ty, who missed pretty much all of last year.
They did.
They're international bowlers. We thought that
Ty hasn't been as good as he has been, though.
No.
Like, Ty's been getting a bit of tap this year, which is unusual for him. He was playing for Australia not so long ago and being that real change-up bowler. He's bowled a lot faster this year than he normally does. He normally bowls a lot of slower balls, but been bowling a lot quicker this year. So we might mix it up a bit tonight, though, because, as you said, there's some power at the top. I do think the Scorchers look a better balanced team on paper, I must say.
Yeah, and you mentioned those two guys, Berendorf and Ty. Just the 2 wickets this year for Berendorf, 4 for Ty. It's been Richardson again who's done the bulk of the damage. He's equal 5th in the competition for wickets taken with 10 so far this year, a best of 3 for 19. And then it's the young all-rounder, Aaron Hardy, with Fawad Ahmed, who have got 5 wickets apiece. And Hardy not only taking wickets, but economical at 6.69. He's been a real find. Often has come up through the ranks in the shadow of his great mate, Cameron Green. But he's a real talent.
Yeah, he is. He's not super quick. He's quite a good size. Like, he's quite tall, but he seems to be able to beat the outside edge quite a lot when he's bowling, and he mixes his pace up a little bit. He seems to be very difficult to get away.
So, Rookie of the Night contender for MEGT, your local apprenticeship experts.
It's probably only him and Ball, is it? I don't know much about Ball, I must say. Tell me a bit about Jake Ball, or is your computer going to go all frozen again?
I'd say it will.
Stage fright.
I'd say it will, but give me a moment and I'll...
Yeah, I don't know a lot about him. He hasn't been playing any of the games that I've done, so he's new to me.
Not related to Luke Ball?
No, I don't think he's related to Luke Ball. He might be. I don't think you think so. I assume he's a local bloke.
I will get some details up in regards to Jack Ball in just a moment. But because for you, who's going to win this game and why?
I think the Scorchers will win. I don't mind the fact they're batting first. They batted first the other night. The average score batting first 167. The average winning score is 186. So we saw that against the Renegades. They were really slow at the halfway mark. They were 2 for 63. Then they ramped it up and got 183. So Sixers bowling will challenge them, but I do think they've got enough power at the top, and the strength in the middle order of Marsh and Turner and these guys, I think, can get them enough of a score that they've got something decent to bowl to later on the night.
So,
who do you like?
The Sixers don't really do much wrong. In saying that, though, a lot of their games have been close. So I think they handle the close occasions better than most.
Yep.
But I just think that surely with the talent on offer for the Scorchers and with what's on the line for them this year, surely they get a win tonight. I just don't see how they make.
I don't see how they make the finals if they don't win tonight. I know there's still a lot of games left, but they're going to be sitting back with 9 points, and on equal games, the Stars are on 15. That's 2 games basically, unless there's a bonus point put in there. In 5th spot. So. But anyway, we'll see how they go tonight because it's a big challenge. There was a challenge. Sydney.
Wikipedia tells me that Jack Ball is an English cricketer, right-handed batsman who bowls some fast medium. Born in Mansfield, which is in Nottinghamshire.
Foot of Hotham, isn't it? Not Hotham.
His uncle, Bruce French, played Test cricket for England.
Frenchie.
He has played Test cricket for England.
Oh, right, okay.
Jack Ball. He made his debut against Pakistan.
Recruit.
So he's played 4 tests.
So he's obviously replaced Jason Holder. He's come in for him. So I don't know a lot about him.
Yep. So 4 tests, 18 one-day internationals.
Well, he's experienced enough. So there you go. They like something. They've seen something in him. The English boys all seem to like to play in Perth. A lot of Poms in Perth.
And he's played international T20 cricket for England as well.
Oh, he's not doing that unless he's a good player. I mean, they're a good team.